Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream, but this is a bit of a random live stream tonight because it's a Friday night, it's not a Tuesday night or a Saturday night, because I'm going to skip this advert that's trying to get involved instantly, but tomorrow is my birthday. I say tomorrow. We've got 53 minutes until my birthday, so that's why I'm going to be and am doing this live stream tonight, and I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow night because I'm going to be filling my face with pizza. So now, as with the live streams, normally there are some gremlins that pop up and are a bit of a pain, but it must be something to do with this falling on a Friday, and for some reason it said the Safari browser that I use to have the PayPal donations on, which is just in my inbox, in my email from Outlook, Safari said it couldn't load the page. So then I went out and I went back in. It said it couldn't load the page. So then I closed Safari, opened it again. It said it couldn't load the page, but it loads everything else. So then I've now done it through Chrome. So there you go. That's something random that's never happened before. It must just be because it's a Friday night. So there you go. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on this non-normal live stream night. I can see you in the live chat room, so hello to you. And we have in there Michael, Debbie, Ninja Cat, Laugh Out Loud Can, Corey, Bob. Oh, it's gone through too quickly. Arlene, Suhita, Melody Rocks, Alison, Butterfly, Anna, Paul, Karen, and going through too quickly again. So, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. We are going to be doing what we normally do on the live streams, which is, and because I was trying to sort everything out before the live stream, again, I always take on more than I can chew, because I thought on Friday, because I'm going to be doing a live stream and not doing a video, I might have a little bit more time. So I was just getting through my latest authentic vocal project, because we have a new artist that has just been added, and I don't know whether you guys who are subscribed, I'm just going to check this on my phone, I don't know whether you guys are subscribed to the Authentic Vocal YouTube channel, but you can check it out over there. It's at Official Authentic Vocal on YouTube, and on Instagram it's authentic.vocal. The reason that I say that is because I've just added a new artist tonight. It's Lucas Guy, who is a singer, songwriter, an independent artist, and the particular performance that he wanted me to take a look at was from his Shed Sessions. Easy for me to say, but I mean it's great because he's playing a 12-string guitar and just playing one of his original songs, and yeah, it's called Pensacola, I do believe. Not a place that I know of myself, it must be somewhere in the USA, but it's great because it's just as it sounds, just a shed session of him just playing his guitar, singing. So anyway, you can see that on the Instagram page, and I think I did that. I also uploaded it to my Wings of Pegasus page over on Instagram, but you can check that out on YouTube, and there's always a link in the description of the YouTube channel, so you guys can go and check out the full performance and go and say hi to Lucas. So yeah, anyway, because I was doing that earlier, it meant that I was a little bit behind with my preparations for the live stream, fitting in two things in the same day, which wasn't a good idea, but we got there in the end. So yeah, great to have another authentic vocal artist. And I know that, I mean, just before the live stream, I was responding to a message from Angela, who watched the interview on the Authentic Vocal channel where Chris Lipe was interviewing me about Authentic Vocal. And I think maybe in that particular interview, it might have been, I don't know, I don't see it as misleading or confusing, because I obviously know how it all works with Authentic Vocal, but Chris was saying about how with one of his vocal performances, he pitch corrected a particular part, but he still said that he feels like it was a really authentic vocal performance. And with authentic vocal, I mean, that's obviously now bringing into the equation a subjective opinion of an artist thinking that their vocal performance was authentic to them as an artist, and all this kind of stuff. So you're bringing in a lot of things as to now the definition of authentic, whereas authentic vocal, and it's something that's stated on the website as the lead vocal being totally unedited. And I did say in the interview with Chris that it's exactly like we're doing here as we were in the interview. I'm talking into the microphone and you're hearing my voice. There's nothing that's changing with what's going into this microphone. And you can apply reverb, compression, delay to my voice, but it's still the same voice that's gone into the microphone. When it's not an authentic vocal is where something has changed with the pitch of the vocal going into the microphone. So yeah, in his particular case, maybe it wasn't very clear because I didn't just shut down Chris and say, well, no, that's not going to be covered with authentic vocal. But even though he's explaining about, oh, well, I feel like my vocal was authentic and is authentic, and it's true to who I am and all these different things, I obviously didn't interrupt and say, well, that's not going to be covered by authentic vocal because something has happened to that vocal. As much as you may feel that it's authentic, that's great, and that's obviously your subjective opinion of your own performance, and that's fine. But when we're talking about now being very strict with things, which is what authentic vocal is all about, and I have to be very strict with every single vocal that I'm looking at, but also my definition of having an authentic vocal, which is just as this is me talking into a microphone, or as would be singing into a microphone with no pitch manipulation going on there. So yeah, that's just a question over on Patreon. I think that I was just answering before the live stream. So yeah, again, juggling lots of things all at the same time when trying to get prepared for the live stream, answering messages, and yeah, and this is why I think like from now I'm not going to be answering any more messages. Oh, and Tammy says purple lights. Of course, that's something that I'm not going to, literally haven't had time to do. Just press a button. But I actually had to start the vote for tonight's cover video during the live stream. So it already started, and it was Art Not Commerce, my song at the beginning of the live stream. So yeah, I was obviously working through messages before starting the live stream. And then we've got this issue with, for some reason, Safari not showing everything. So I decided through, or at the beginning of the live stream, that from now on I'm not going to answer any messages and I'm just going to relax until Sunday. And yeah, I know that because I've replied to messages, I know that then people instantly reply to my reply. But yeah, this is the problem, that once you get into that spiral of replying to people replying, and then the other people reply who've just replied to, then you reply, and it's a never-ending cycle of replies. So I'm just going to say after this live stream that, yeah, I'm just going to draw a line because it will technically be my birthday. So I'm going to try and not do anything on my birthday that I would normally be doing, which is generally answering messages for half an hour or an hour after the live stream and get into editing. I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid the editing, but if I can just, I'll put the messages to the side until Sunday, which means I can get on with the editing after tonight's live stream, and yeah, then sleep and then have a relaxing day tomorrow, hopefully. So anyway, right, I need to get everything up on screen. So first of all, thank you to my patrons who make this all possible in the first place. And you know who you are. Their names go across the bottom of the screen throughout these live streams on a Saturday and a Tuesday normally. But yeah, they make everything possible. They're the foundation of everything that I do. So yeah, thank you guys. And we need to get the likes goal up on screen, which is set at 420 likes for tonight. Let's get the likeometer up on the screen because we are at 245 at the moment. So yeah, we still got a little bit of a way to go, but we've still got time on our side. If you could hit that thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. And then we're going to have Phil Jam number 224. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe we can get a spike of the likes. If you can hit that thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be great. And let me finally get the donations tab up on screen, because you don't have to donate. Just watching is great. And for those people that can't resist donating, I think it's important they know between 45 and 60% goes to YouTube through the super chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link, which you can find in the description below. But yeah, just tuning in is great. Maybe hitting the thumbs up, leaving a comment in the live chat room. Introduce yourself as well, so that we all get to know each other, and yeah, we get to know each other's usernames. Obviously, you know mine. It's Wings of Pegasus with a tick after it. That's important to look out for the scams and things that run across loads of channels where they pretend or try to be the channel name. Whereas, yeah, Wings of Pegasus, that's the tick that you have to look for after the name. But normally it's really dodgy, like wings underscore of Pegasus, or wings underscore 0f underscore Pegasus. So yeah, just look out for that. But I think hopefully at the moment, fingers crossed, that whole Telegram scam thing isn't happening, but I'm sure it'll be back in the future, because it always seems to return. So yeah, stay vigilant in that comment section. Right, so let me skip this advert again. We are going to be jumping into, first of all, the donations that have happened in the super chat window. So thank you for these. It's Paul who donated $10. Thank you, Paul. The message is wishing you the happiest birthday ever. You bring us fun and excellent information. We appreciate you. Blessings to you. Let's spike the likes. All y'all rock. So thank you for that. And I can see that Kyrie Lason has said Phil Jam 225. So I didn't update that, obviously, at the beginning of the live stream because I was sorting out lots of other things, but I forget to do that most of the time anyway. There we go. So Phil Jam number 225. So thank you for that reminder. Kimberly's donated $20 as well. Thank you for that, Kimberly. The message is, hello, friends. Hi, Phil. How about a fun Phil fact for your fans on Friday, Kimberly? So thank you for that. I haven't really got a fun Phil fact. I think it's been so many years, everybody knows all of the facts about me anyway. So I guess the only thing that I've already told people before is that, yeah, I could actually previously bend both my arms the wrong way, but since I damaged a tendon and ligament in my right arm, it's now at the point where it looks like a normal arm because it doesn't have the flexibility anymore that it used to have. So I won't do it, but yeah, that's my fun Phil fact. So yeah, if anyone's needing someone to look like they've broken their arm, then I'm the person to come to. And I think technically it's called, it's not being double jointed, it's called having, I was going to say overextension, but that's not right. I think it's like maybe an over rotation, or I'm trying to remember what the physio called it. I should know this really, but the word isn't popping into my head. So hyperextension of the elbow, that's what I've got, which means that normally I think with guys, when a guy is stretching his arm out, it'll go to like maybe about there, like that, and maybe to about there. And with women, it goes a little bit further. So if I kind of turn my arm around, with women, it might go a little bit further, kind of maybe to there. Whereas I can go a lot further than that, but I won't do it because when I did it before, people were saying, "Oh no, that's disgusting" or whatever. So yeah, that's my fact that some people will know already, that I can bend my arm the wrong way, which means that imagine my arm's like this, and then the elbow goes the other way, so that, like I said, it will look like I've broken my arm. So right, anyway. Thank you for that, Kimberly. Right, we are going to be jumping into the PayPal window as well because there have been some donations in there and a few of them. So Bryony's donated £20, so thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Hope you have an enjoyable day with your family. All the best for future projects. We wingers appreciate everything you do. So thank you for that. And we've had another one. This is from Laurelie, who's donated £30. So thank you for this, Laurelie. And the message is, happy belated birthday. Make it a great one. So thank you for that. And I don't think technically it's belated because I'm not even there yet. We've still got another 37 minutes. But thank you for that, Laurelie. And Richard's donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Richard. The message is, happy birthday, Phil. Hope you have a terrific Saturday, Northrop. So thank you for that, Richard. And Debbie has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Debbie. The message is, hi, Phil. I hope you have had a great week celebrating your birthday. Here is a little something to keep the fun going. Hope you have a wonderful day on Saturday. You're amazing. Love you, Debbie. So thank you for that. Tammy's donated £25 and Tammy says, hi Phil, I hope you are having a wonderful birthday week so far. Treat yourself to pizza, Chinese or anything you want on me. Enjoy your day off tomorrow. Love and rock. So thank you for that. And Mitch Marie has donated £10. So thank you for that. The message is, happy birthday, Phil. Last Saturday's live stream, you mixed up my birthday with Sue's fake birthday. It was probably the most hilarious moment I've witnessed on the live stream so far. Anyways, wishing you all the best on your birthday. Enjoy your much needed day off and eat all the cookie cake your tummy desires. Rock. So thank you for that. Bridges donated £30 and the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Wishing you much success in the coming year. So thank you for that. And Suzanne has donated £6 and says, happy birthday, Phil. Take a break, sit back and enjoy your day. So thank you for that, Suzanne. And Howard's donated £14.77. So thank you for that, Howard. The message is, may your birthday be filled with laughter and joy and your year ahead with happiness. Hope tomorrow is filled with all your favourite guilty pleasures. Happy birthday to you, Phil. You are so very special to us. Howard. So thank you for that. And the us is in capital letters. So it could mean the United States. But thank you for that, Howard. And yeah, I don't think I'm important to the United States. And I have seen in the news about tariffs. That's the thing that's I'm not really following what's going on, but yeah, apparently it's all, I was gonna say it's all kicking off, but I don't think between the USA and England, or I think that we or the UK, our tariffs are 10% or something relatively normal. I think it's all kicking off between the US and China. So and then yeah, I don't get into politics, so I'll just scoot past it. But that's all I know from the news. I don't watch a lot of news, but I've certainly seen a lot of news about that going around. Anyway, Bob has donated £100. Thank you for that, Bob. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Have a great one. So thank you for that, Bob. And by the way, if you do accidentally donate too much, you accidentally maybe press a 0 one too many times, then on PayPal we can reverse it. So just let me know and we can sort that out afterwards. But thank you, Dawn, as well, who has donated £7.30. And the message is, have a great birthday, Phil. So thank you for that, Dawn. And Joanne has donated £5.11. So thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday tomorrow, Phil. First 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix yesterday. Ugh. So thank you for that. And yeah, so that is hot because that's around 40 degrees that I think I managed to do roughly the maths last time. And somebody confirmed that I did have the maths, or at least my short way of doing it, converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Yeah, I at least figured it out. My way of working it out was you add 30. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, you add, I think you add something like 30 and then half the amount of the temperature again, which would make 40, 70, and then half is 2. Oh, that'd be 90. So, or maybe 100 degrees is even hotter. So, yeah, not sure. No, it might have been 35. Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was 30 or 35 or something. But at least it gave me a rough appreciation of the temperature in Fahrenheit. And yeah, 100 degrees is definitely hot. So thank you for that. And Denise has donated £50. Thank you for that, Denise. And that is a straight up donation. And Helena has donated £5 as well. So thank you for that. And the message is, hi, Phil. Watching your analysis videos, I have been wondering why there is no B flat or E flat on the pitch graph. So I thought I'd just ask. Also, want to wish you a happy birthday. Imagine a cake with candles emoji and a celebrating smiley with a party hat emoji here. Keep up the great work you do. Love from Sweden. So thank you for that. And, well, it's a very simple answer as to why there's no B flat or, hang on, no B sharp. So, yeah, the B sharp and the E sharp is, I don't know whether that's, did I just read that incorrectly? Hang on, let me, and this is my problem with reading. I thought, well, there is a B flat and an E flat, but I was trying to figure out whether that was, yeah, some kind of joke. But anyway, there's no B sharp and E sharp, which is what Helena is asking. So it's just the way that the notes are, that it goes straight from B to C. I mean, it has just, that's how it started, that's how it is. And I'd have to look back as to why that, you know, if there's any particular reason as to why that is the case, because you just accept that that's what it is. I mean, you could say, well, why have sharps and flats? Why don't we just go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J? You know, why don't we just continue with the alphabet? Because then, rather than having a sharp or a flat, I guess then it relates to key signatures. Okay, this is going to get too complicated to explain now, because sharps and flats, depending on how many there are in a particular key, it means that you know which key you're in because of whether notes are referred to as sharps or flats. So, but anyway, we'll bypass that. It's just the way it is. Yeah, things are never going to change. So, that's why there's no B sharp or E sharp. And yeah, as for B flats and E flats, you'll know from the videos and from my jams on these live streams that we have. And I tune, and this is why I don't play my Geo, is because it is tuned to E flat, so semitone below E. But yeah, B sharp, E sharp. By the way, a B sharp, it goes B straight to C, and E straight to F. So that's why. That's just how it is, and that's why there's no B sharp and E sharp on the pitch monitoring software. It's not something that's just on the pitch monitoring software. That's something that is part of music. So yeah, don't get confused about that. That's just yeah, as I said, just the way it is. But thank you for that, Helena. Right, there's been another donation. It's Tracy who's donated £10. So thank you for that, Tracy. And the message is, hope you have a great birthday. Hair is looking good tonight. So thank you for that. And I'm definitely I'm getting to the point of needing a haircut, because somehow I can see, and I don't know how that's happened, that my hair has managed to split in a way that I can just about see what's going on, but my fringe is a bit long, so I'll have to get it sorted out soon. But thank you for that, Tracy. And Lynn has donated £75, so thank you for that, Lynn. And the message is, have a great birthday, Phil. So I will try my best. Helen has donated £9.09, so thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Best wishes from Tasmania. Thank you for that. I used to watch a cartoon when I was young called The Tasmanian Devil. I don't think I was that young when I was watching it, actually. But yeah, it was, I guess, about a Tasmanian devil from Tasmania. I'm assuming that it actually comes from there, considering that's his name. But thank you for that, Helen. And Angela has donated £18.25. So thank you for that. And the message is, hi Phil, your definition of AV, authentic vocal, now aligns with mine. Thanks and happy 29th birthday, Angela. So thank you for that. And it's not my 29th birthday, and Angela did a little smiley face, which I didn't say, but I can see when I'm reading it. So yeah, thank you for that. And Alison has donated £10. Thank you for that, Alison. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. I hope you get at least one cookie cake tomorrow. Just curious if you still have a Telecaster that we see in some of your cover videos. Cheers. So thank you for that. And yes, the Telecaster still exists. But yeah, the problem that I have is, well, here, wall space. So yeah, some guitars have to remain in the studio space, and in here, even though I've kind of changed this room just to suit what I do, yeah, there's only so much space on the walls to fit everything in. And there's actually my Geo. You can just see it down there. That's the strap for my Geo guitar. So it's actually, what, 4 guitars on this side, and then 1 guitar in the background, and then we've got other guitars over there that aren't actually hung up, because I was thinking maybe I might put some on the wall kind of over there as well. But anyway, thank you for that, Alison. And Connie has donated £19.83. Thank you for that, Connie. The message is, hi Phil, your Back to the Future t-shirt is appropriate for a birthday party. If you could time travel, what year would you request? Happy birthday, peace, love and rock, Connie. Oh, I don't know, because I would say straight away, 1969, but that's from a music perspective, because it means that I could go and see, iconic performances, but also see a lot of the, bands and artists that I've featured on the channel, or with Jimi Hendrix, that was a huge part of me getting into playing the guitar and listening to his music. So yeah, it's difficult, because do you think, right, if I could go back to any year, what year would I go back to? Well, musically, I'd probably go back to about that time. But then again, I'd have to go back to a little bit earlier than that for Beatlemania. Even if, when I'm saying about Beatlemania and them kind of breaking onto the scene, I mean, that must have been quite cool, but I guess that was more of a female screaming thing. So maybe it would have been good to avoid that. So, yeah, because now I'm thinking about, dates in history, and if you could go back to any date, because I was thinking a bad idea would be going back to see the dinosaurs, because I don't think they'd necessarily appreciate that I was there just to look and see what the world was like, and that I don't want them to eat me. So I might have to have some kind of protection from the dinosaurs if I were to go back then. Or imagine going back to the year 0. I mean, that would be interesting to see exactly what happened, and that would be an interesting year. Going back to maybe the Egyptian times to see what they did with the pyramid, and just to watch and see, right, well, how are you going to get that over there? And even Stonehenge, what about all of that? So again, I just maybe could go back just to see how they're doing it, so I can come back and say, right, so this is how they did it. So these people that have that particular theory, that is correct, or that is not correct. So yeah, but just musically, I'd go back to 1969. There you go. Thank you for that, Connie. Right. Selena has donated £15. Thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. I hope you have a fantastic day. So thank you for that. Karen's donated £7.30. Thank you for that, Karen. The message is, hi Phil, hope your birthday is special and full of joy and special memories. For your birthday, as you're an Aries, it's said that an Aries man has a strong sense of justice and fights for what's right. Also, being a fire sign, an Aries man is passionate, daring and full of energy. You are important to us and celebrate the special person that you are. Happy birthday. Cheers, Karen and Chipper. So thank you for that. And Phil has donated £30, so thank you for that, Phil. And this is Phil with a PH. So yeah, good name. Message is happy birthday to our amazing rock star. Enjoy every minute. So thank you for that. I will try. And Amy has donated £7.30. Thank you for that, Amy. The message is, Phil, happy birthday. What are some of your favourite American expressions or figures of speech? Amy D. So thank you for that. And I'm not sure whether I know a lot of US expressions, but the one that is probably from the USA, I'm assuming, is when you say it is what it is. Because I have said that sometimes about looking at pitch data on screen and that showing that something has been auto-tuned or pitch corrected, or comparing audio files to show that it is the same. Because when I say it is what it is, that is literally the case. We've got two things that match, and there's no other explanation for that. But also, it is quite an entertaining expression, because when something happens and it might be an annoying thing and they say it is what it is, I think, well, there is no more accurate expression than that, saying that something is what it is. Because you can't argue with that, because you're literally just saying the same thing twice. So, yeah, I find that quite entertaining. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to think of... Oh, there was something that almost popped into my head there from Judge Judy, because she has... Oh, what about this? If it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, then it's a duck. So there you go. That's something that I'd never heard in England before, but I saw it on Judge Judy, and I don't know whether that's kind of the same as it is what it is, but I guess it's saying that when all of the evidence is showing you what it is, then it has to be what it is. So anyway, there you go. There are a couple of expressions. Or what about grind my gears? That's another one. So that's when something gets on your nerves. Or here, I don't know whether you say in the USA as well, but when you've got a pet hate, which is something that, yeah, gets on your nerves. And usually it's a unique thing. So it's like saying my pet hate is when people sit in the outside lane, the overtaking lane, and they're not overtaking. So they're blocking all of the traffic or all of the people that want to overtake, but you're taking up the overtaking lane. So that might be a pet hate. So it's not something that's totally disastrous, but just something that annoys a person. And I think that's a regular thing here in the UK, for when, you know, on the inside lane, they might be doing 30 miles an hour. And in the outside lane, somebody's doing 30 miles an hour where the speed limit might be 60. So you think, well, yeah, I'd quite actually like to get to where I'm going as fast as possible within the law. And I accept that there are some people that are going somewhere or they've got nowhere to be. But yeah, if you've got nowhere to be, stay in the inside lane and let everybody else who have got places to be go there as quickly as possible or as allowed. So anyway, there you go. There are a few expressions that I didn't really know that I knew, but obviously I do know them when I think about them. Not that I use them here. Like here I'd say pet hate rather than something that grinds my gears. But grinding your gears is quite a good expression because, yeah, it gives you that imagery of something that is quite annoying. And grinding gears is certainly not a good thing to happen. So, right. There have been, I think, another couple of donations maybe. And Anna's donated $30, so thank you for that. And the message is a very happy birthday to you, dear Phil. Thank you for everything you do. I love the live streams. They are my happy place. Oh, happy place, exclamation mark. And not an I, because it's far away. It looks like an I. I say far away. It's small on my screen. Please use the money for your birthday. So thank you for that. Anna's donated again $5 and says, sorry, I forgot to say the birthday money was from me and my sister Beverly. So thank you, Anna and Beverly, for those donations in the super chat window. Right. Now, we are looking to get to 420 likes for tonight's live stream. And I can see that we're at 373. So we are getting there. We are, 47 away, is that? That's what I'm going with. 47 more likes in order to have Phil Jam number 225 for tonight. Just skipping that advert before that kicks in. Right, we've also got, it looks like 60% for The Boys Are Back in Town for tonight's cover video. And that's up against Just Got Lucky by Dokken, I do believe, which is a bit of a rollover from the last live stream. So anyway, what's going to be happening over the weekend is, obviously birthday tomorrow, so nothing's going to be happening there. But Sunday, we have another video as normal. Then Tuesday, I will be live streaming. And then we're just going to be getting back into the normal routine of a Wednesday video, Friday video, and then next Saturday, a live stream. So, yeah, everything will be back to normal then. Right. We have had another donation just popped in there from Karen, so thank you for this, and it's $5, and the message is, Phil from Mindful Talk, move this out of the way, what is one thing new you would like to try? Thank you for that. I'm not sure. Because, I mean, generally, I think when people say, oh, I'd love to do this or I'd love to do that, it might be like, you know, a bungee jump or a parachute jump or something. But I wouldn't like to do any of those things. So one thing that I would like to try, I don't know, nothing pops into my mind. I'm sure there's something that, but... You know, I think, well, I feel quite lucky in life that I've tried most things that I want to try. And the things that I haven't tried, I've probably not tried for a good reason. You know, when people say about, you know, trying, you know, particular drinks or eating different foods, like snails, for example. People say, oh, you know, you've got to try them. But I'm quite happy not trying them. And I just think, well, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to improve my life to have tried things that I think, well, I don't really want to try. And I know that it's something that when you're a kid and your parents say, oh, well, how do you know that you don't like it unless you try it? And I imagine that I tried it and I really liked eating them. I'm quite happy with not knowing that I really like them because there's been no gap or hole in my life that I feel needs to be filled by that knowledge that I really like that kind of food. Because I think, yeah, even if I really liked it, I don't think it would make its way into my diet, because where would I buy them from in the first place? So yeah, quite happy with everything as it is. So thank you for that, Karen. Right, so I think we might jump into tonight's cover video a little bit earlier than normal, because yeah, I don't know whether this is going to go on for the normal amount of time in a live stream, because like I said, I've got editing to do after this video. I want to try and get that out of the way before tomorrow, so that I can just go to sleep and then have tomorrow not doing anything. The last thing I want to be doing is editing and thinking about editing tomorrow to then get everything sorted for Sunday's video. So yeah, I'm probably going to maybe finish a little bit earlier tonight, but we will jump in. Oh, we've got a picture corner as well, so we'll jump into that. I don't think we're going to be having a troll corner for tonight, because we covered, I think, most of things most of everything in the last live stream. Oh, by the way, it is the Masters golf tournament. If you are a golf fan, I've seen that started up, and I saw a bit of it yesterday, and I tend to just try and keep an eye on Rory McIlroy, who is trying to do the career Grand Slam, I think they call it, where only a few people have done it in history, where you win lots of competitions, and he's trying to do it, and he started really well yesterday, but then over the last 2 holes, he did the kind of thing that I love to do, which is you're doing really well, and then over the last 2 holes, you drop all you just drop all of the shots that you've made up throughout the round. So either I like to do that, or if I can do, I try and just ruin the whole round on the first hole. So then you've got to have an amazing round just to try and get a respectable score. I'm not doing any of that at the moment, but with my arm, I'm doing this 16-week rehabilitation that I'm hoping is going to be a little bit more successful than the previous 4 years that I've been going for so far with my tendon and ligament in my right arm. So I'm going to be doing that, and I might start that actually tomorrow. Even though it's my birthday, I think, I might as well do something, start the program in order to hopefully get over the issue as soon as possible. If it's 16 weeks, then that'd be great. That it'll be just maybe 4 more months. But anyway, I'll be keeping an eye on the Masters golf, and hopefully, I think Rory today did really well, and I think might be at 6 under, something like that. So I do keep an eye on that. Right. Anyway, we are going to be jumping into the cover video for tonight, but I can see there has been another donation over on PayPal. It's Gail who's donated £50, so thank you for that, Gail. And the message is, Phil, sorry I missed your live stream birthday bash. I hope you have a great time with your family on Saturday. Happy birthday, best, Gail. So thank you for that. And 11 minutes until my birthday. So let's get into tonight's cover video, so that at least we can see it in when the clock changes, hits midnight, and then I'm officially a year older than I was. And you can maybe see me change physically on screen because I'm technically a year older. We will have to see if that happens. Right, so it looks like The Boys Are Back in Town is going to be the tune that we will be listening to, my version of it, of course, and it is The Boys Are Back in Town with 60% of the vote. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you guys after. Rock!
But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. I told them you were living downtown, driving on the old man crazy. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Shaking what she got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. That time over at Johnny's place, where this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. That chick don't wanna know, forget her. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
have it. That was my version of The Boys Are Back in Town. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And I saw a couple of comments, and I think some people do this as a bit of a joke, so don't take it too seriously when they say, oh, it's auto-tuned or it's pitch corrected. Yeah, with my videos. And, I mean, full disclosure, I only bought Melodyne for my videos in order to kind of see what it can do. I probably got that, I don't know, 6 months ago, something like that. So Melodyne is pitch correction, and yeah, I use Logic Pro 10. So yeah, that's what you can use it in, and yeah, it took me a while to kind of get to grips with it, but then seeing what it could do, yeah. So I mean, the cover videos that I recorded, it would be stupid. It would be absolutely ridiculous if I were pointing out auto-tune and pitch correction and then I did it myself. so yeah, I think the people commenting is a little bit tongue-in-cheek because maybe they know that I don't do it. So anyway, I've never done it, and I won't do it in the future. It's not how I roll. I spent a long time trying to sing as accurately as possible, and yeah, that's what I'd just rather rely on my voice. At least then I can say, well, it is my voice. I know that I did that, and it is what it is, as they say. So there you go. Yeah. And I mean, thinking about back in the day, how, I mean, if you're using auto-tune, I think even now, actually, I was going to say back in the day, it's so obvious, but taking my recent video on Britain's Got Talent, where Michael, who messaged me, the actual guy who did the audition, he messaged me saying that, oh yeah, he can hear that there's auto-tune on his audition. And it's not something that actually happened at the time, but even now it's still really obvious when it's applied. So yeah, I think maybe, I mean, if people are seriously saying, oh, this is auto-tune, when actually it's not, I think their hearing must be off, that they can't hear when something's clearly auto-tuned. And I mean, even with pitch correction, it's still being really badly applied now. So you can hear that straight away as well. So anyway, there has been another donation in the super chat window, and actually, yeah, in the super chat window, but actually in the PayPal window as well. So this I'm just gonna, we've had a few, so I've got to make sure that I don't miss any of these out. It was Kyrie Layson who donated $5, so thank you for that. The message is, happy birthday, Phil. Enjoy your time off. Thank you for this wonderful cover. Diane's donated $2. Thank you for that, Diane. The message is, happy birthday. And Karen's donated $2. Thank you for that. The message is, Chipper's birthday donation, wolf whistling. So thank you for that. And over on PayPal, we had another donation. This is Joe, donated £20. Thank you for that, Joe. And the message is, here's to another orbit around our star and another 100 backing tracks to come. So thank you for that, Joe. So, yeah, I mean, we're certainly getting through them. 225 so far. So, yeah, that would be interesting to try and imagine learning 225 solos for backing tracks. It doesn't even bear thinking about. So that's why learning solos is something that I'm into. And yeah, why we can have another 100 plus. Who knows? We will see how many we get through. But thank you for that, Joe. Right, now, how long have we got? 1 minute and 15 seconds. So let's maybe jump into what? Picture corner? Maybe? I don't know whether we're going to be... Well, we'll try and get through them as quickly as possible in picture corner. And I don't know whether I'm going to do this in 1 minute or not. So here we go with the first one. It's a little bit off to the side, which is a little bit annoying. And let me see if I can move it over here. So this one... Oh, we've got 50 seconds. Oh, it's too small on my screen to read this. I'm going to have to squint to see. It says, hi Phil, Tammy and I just wanted to wish you the happiest of birthdays ever. Thank you for bringing us the joy of music. We hope all your birthday wishes come true. You are a true gift and inspiration. Have a great birthday. Love and rock, Debbie and Tammy. So thank you for that. And there's balloons and a cake. And I've got a hat on. A party hat. So thank you for that. And I don't know whether we're going to make it or not. I'll tell you what, we can go back into Picture Corner in a second. Because we've got 8 seconds. Can I? Oh, I've just thought if I could turn on those things where we get the fireworks, but anyway, that doesn't matter. Right, okay, it's officially my birthday, and I've clicked on the sound of people cheering, so I don't know if you can hear that or not. And I'm now going to try and find if I can. Oh, I don't know where the option is, because before, when I did like a double thumbs up or something, I think that made fireworks happen. But in order to get that, do I have to click on that? Oh, hang on. Click on that. Maybe do double thumbs up. Yeah! So there we go. It only took me 45 seconds to figure it out. And another one for luck. I don't know if you can do it yet. Twice in succession. There we go. So lots of fireworks and there we go. I'll turn that off now. Right, and the people should be quiet now, and I think they've stopped. So there we go. There were the fireworks. Another year, and we'll see what happens over the next year of age. But thank you guys for all of the birthday wishes over on the Wings of Pegasus supporters group as well. Thank you for all of your birthday wishes over there. And Maltese has donated $9.99, so thank you for that. And the message is, in art, not commerce. Your feet looked tired in the last frame. Did you have blisters by then? So I don't know. I don't think I had blisters, but my feet were probably aching a little bit because they weren't the shoes for walking. But thank you for that, Malteser. And Robin Ski T has donated $7.99. So thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, with lots of cakes. And just quickly over on PayPal, Phil has donated £30. So thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday and many thanks for this great live stream. Desert Deluge. So thank you for that, Phil. What was I going to say? Also known as, the artist previously known as Desert Deluge, but still known as Desert Deluge in the live chat room. So thank you for that. Okay. Oh, back into Picture Corner. I thought, what were we doing? We were in Picture Corner and we had looked at this picture from Debbie and Tammy, and it was really small on my screen. Oh, I've just realised I could have been looking at the other screen in order to read it more clearly. So, having said that, now this is from Karen, so thank you for this, Karen. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? It hasn't actually changed on the screen. Oh, there we go. A massive delay in it showing up on screen, but thank you for this, Karen. And this has a lot of information. I'm going to do my best to read this, because even on the bigger screen this is still quite difficult. It says, hope your special day rocks, and hope your birthday is full of joy and treasured memories. May all your birthday wishes come true. Much love, your friends at the Wings of Pegasus supporters page. Also, thank you for that. And I've assumed that it was from Karen because a chipper's there. And this is a Rock Your Birthday Phil. So thank you for that. And let me just actually check the messages that came through with this to see if there were any. Oh yeah, it was Karen who's saying on behalf of the supporters page, but also Karen said, happy birthday Phil, hope 12th April is a rocking day for you. So thank you for that, and let's get rid of that now, go back to this, and we are going to be having a Phil Jam. And the fill jam is going to be 6 minutes and 47 seconds. So I think it's going to take us to the end of the live stream. Kyrie Layson has donated $2 again. It says it was Diamond Girl's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to Diamond Girl. Everybody say happy birthday or a belated happy birthday in the live chat room. And right, so we are going to be having the fill jam for tonight. And we'll have to get ourselves organized for this. Right, let me see if I can zoom out, or am I already zoomed out? I think I'm already zoomed out. The red dude with ×1 means that I'm on the default. So we are going to be jumping over to here. Mic on, check. Zoomed out, check. Click on link to video, check. Right, so this is sweet, epic, melodic rock backing track in C sharp minor, not B sharp after that previous discussion. Okay, that doesn't exist on the guitar. Right, so C sharp minor. Yeah, this is one of those keys that you don't necessarily solo in a lot, but we'll give it a go. This is from YT Jam Tracks, and that's a capital Y, capital T, and then Jam Tracks as you would expect. So as for the volumes, the mix, if you can let me know what it sounds like, and let me just check that I can hear this. Okay, right, we can hear that. Right, let's click play and see what happens. Quiet. Can you hear this? happening? Obviously it's finished. How do I stop? Okay, we stopped the video. It was not reacting to me pressing stop. So, there we have it. That was sweet, epic, melodic rock backing track in C sharp minor. So, yeah, there we have it. And, yeah, I did say at the beginning that, yeah, it's not a key that I necessarily play or solo a lot in. And I did see actually that Joe said that, well, it's the relative of E major. So, but when I'm playing, again, I'm not thinking I'm not thinking about anything like theory wise. So even something as simple as having another relative key and thinking, if I'm doing a solo in E major, for example, is in my mind it's a totally different thing. When you're teaching, obviously you say, well, yeah, all the notes are the same. So just quickly to explain, not that I want to get into too many details, but if I'm now playing in E major and I'm going to do the major pentatonic extended shape going, that is now a happy sound, because it's a major key. Whereas when we're playing here, because of the chord we've heard, we are now hearing those notes in that context. And it also is important where you end. If I go, if I end on an E, then it kind of sounds happy. But if I'm going now into the C sharp minor, and I go, I'm playing exactly the same notes, but I'm ending on here, like, the root note there. And what I mean by the root note, I'm talking about the C sharp. So the lowest note of the chord. And you've also got the octave above it. Let's not get too complicated. But anyway, so these, that's the same as going. And I can play the same notes, but if I end on the root note of the chord, then it makes it sound something different. But this is why when I'm playing lead guitar, I'm not thinking about E at all, because that's its own thing. Because I would end in a totally different place, and I'd play things differently because of the fact that I'm in the major key. So all of the fills here, all of that stuff doesn't even enter my mind when I'm playing in minor key. So there we go. Or should I say that the relative minor key? So yeah, this is why when I think about keys and I think, well, yeah, I don't normally play a lot of solos in C sharp minor. It's just because, yeah, I don't. I just play over the top of whatever it is. So anyway, I don't know whether that cleared anything up or probably made it even more confusing. But I guess ultimately it doesn't matter what key anything's in. If you're not thinking about theory, it doesn't matter. You can just play what you play, see what happens. So anyway, a few more donations in the super chat window. It's Elaine who's donated $10, so thank you for that, Elaine. And the message is, now that you're 42 is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So thank you for that. And yeah, it's something that I've never, I think it was a book, and it's a movie. It's not something that I've ever seen, but thank you for that, Elaine. And the Nut House has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday. This chat is the best. Thank you guys for all of the donations. There's another one over on PayPal, and it's from Julia, and Julia's donated £43. So thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. So, right, we are going to be calling it a night for tonight, because now it's officially my birthday. I'm going to crack on with a little bit of editing, and then tomorrow I will be relaxing. So thank you guys for joining me tonight, and thank you for all of the birthday wishes. I will be back on Sunday night with another video, so look out for that one. And all that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live, and have a fantastic weekend. Not rest of your weekend, because the weekend has only just started, so have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys on Sunday night. Rock!